What just happened?
What I thought was really brilliant in the first movie was that the escape rooms that we were in were so carefully crafted and thought out and designed that it felt like they were the other characters, and that's the same in this movie.
Minos found us.
That's the hardest part with an escape room movie, is to really make each room feel different and a different vibe.
Okay!
The escape room is not about the cast, it's about the rooms. We are merely just the pawns on the chessboard.
The sets in the movie, I don't want to sound cliche, but they are major characters of the movie.
The escape rooms that we go through is, well, first and foremost, the subway, which becomes a electrical nightmare.
We solve the puzzles, we win.
The train was a complete replica. Ed found schematics of a New York City subway car and actually built it out from there. And Ed built basically one subway platform, but we shot it in 4 different sections. So the chase that you see in the movie is actually 4 different versions of that one little track where we had different extras and different action, and we just kept replicating it over and over.
I think what was really cool about these rooms was that I got to interact with them physically. I got to see the ads on the subway. Okay, C, E.
The fact that it comes to life and that it's, that it really tries to kill them. And with all of these things, with all of these sets, they're all designed to drive the narrative forward. And I think this one does that very well.
Go! Come on, go!
An Art Deco bank of death. Great.
They built a bank underground?
And then when we go into the bank, it's much more about suspense. It's about quiet moments.
Each room has its different characteristics. The bank room is very precise, and you have to figure out almost like an algorithm to get out of it.
2 tiles diagonally to the right.
The bank was a really difficult one for the actors to perform in because the danger wasn't present, because that's a CG element that we put in afterwards. So it was really important that we showed the actors exactly what was going to happen, because we had to show them where the lasers would be.
You got 6 people in a bank looking for a clue for a laser. I mean, it's like a needle in a haystack.
We didn't have much room being confined to that space.
And these are not just your run-of-the-mill laser pointer lasers. These are lasers that will cut you in half.
No! Well, that's impressive.
In the beach, we wanted to do this great moment where they come out and it looks like they're on a live-action beach for a second.
It will last longer.
And then when India's character takes this Polaroid, all of the walls then suddenly become analog, and we see that it's a Minos illusion.
And then all of a sudden that photograph is taken and bang, your death portrait, basically.
With the beach, it's chaotic. You don't know what you're stepping on, what's gonna make you sink, what's going to jump out at you.
There's like 20 tons of sand on that set. It smelled like dead seaweed.
Usually we're working closely with stunts and obviously health and safety. We had actors in the sand or even stuntmen in case something failed. If you pump air through sand, it aerates it and makes it loose, and it almost becomes like water, and you completely sink in it. What could have gone wrong is the air would have stopped aerating the sand, which would have caused it to solidify, and that would hold you in there. It's like being in concrete. It's quite something, how scary it actually is.
It's pulling me down!
And then it starts swallowing the actors up in the sand.
And the set we built is enormous.
Let's go! Come on! Come on!
I'm not gonna make it!
The physical challenges of this film are very rigorous.
We had lots of action bits in it and lots of stunt bits. We got the cast quite involved and we got a lot out of them.
I love stunts. I feel like we're in PE class every time we get to do stunts all afternoon.
We have a shack that collapses. We have sand that's swallowing our actors. And we pulled them into mats, did a lot of hand pulls on them, got them climbing ladders.
All of the scenes are really challenging.
That's worth a try.
Yeah, because nothing bad happens when we touch things.
Wait! Don't let it close! What's going on?
We're still in the game.
In the New York street sets, when I read it and you read the word acid rain, you think, well, that sounds actually quite easy to do, but it's actually massively complicated because obviously you can't use real acid, but you've got to make all the textures and the materials in the room look as if they have been attacked by acid.
So what we did was we started off with a clean set. We rigged up rain all in the roof, and as the day progressed, we would obviously just get props to mask them as if they had been burnt.
They wove in a lot of really clever elements. So the ticking clock in that room is a crosswalk timer, and every time it changes to don't walk, the rain comes down and slowly kind of corrodes the room.
The rooms have immensely assisted our performances because the sets are so incredibly detailed and grandiose.
This movie's very aesthetically pleasing. I think we really knocked it out of the park.
There are so many moving parts. If the actors don't hit the right mark, if the cameras don't hit the right mark, there are lots of things happening. So it really is a well-oiled and well-rehearsed machine. And it has to be because, you know, these rooms are killers.
Come on!